Well, it was good to get going with young guys, and obviously tonight we got the banquet. And got a lot of recruits coming in, committed kids coming in, so this was a good weekend, big weekend, and looking forward to it.
Well, this is the first early signing period that's coming up. How important is that, especially for a place like Wisconsin, to get these kids signed?
Well, I mean, I think it's always important when you go out and you recruit a class and you feel certainly good and excited about the group that you have joining, and when they sign, it's officially done. I don't know. I think we're all going through this for the first time. How does this early signing change the process or what people are going through? So, but it was good getting back out on the road, and just got to do a good job next days or whatever weeks that it is, and finish what we're excited about.
Do you encourage them to sign early in December? Does it matter to you whether it's December or February?
I think all of it matters in the sense that for the schools that offer, it means the scholarship's real for that day, and the commitment's real. So, we want to stay true to that.
Last year at this time, you guys were coming off the loss to Penn State, and people were curious how they would respond in the Cotton Bowl. Kind of a similar situation. Have you talked to the guys yet where they are mentally, whether they view this as, okay, is there a good opportunity for us, or is there a hangover they have to deal with? What do you think?
Yeah. Last time I was with the team, everyone, we had a little stretch where everyone was there, but it is similar in the sense that it was a tough loss, and guys put it out there, and yet I feel like I know this team, and so it's they'll be ready to go, and we talked about it after the game. The thing that's fortunate is that there is one more game with this team, and knowing this group, they'll certainly last week hurt, and yet they'll move forward, and we're looking forward to getting back together and playing.
This is a time, in addition to prepping for bowl, that some individual guys might look at the NFL. What's your general advice on guys if they're going to seek advice from the council,
right,
and how you approach that?
I think that I've been fortunate to be around a lot of guys that you have those discussions, and like anything in life, really, you just want them to have as much good, accurate, proper information. And there's times when I think there's misinformation, and so I think that's, if we can help them, and then you want the individual to make a good, informed decision. And so I like that part of it, and just we've been fortunate, myself and a number of guys on the staff that know people you can reach out to, and just get an accurate, and that may be one team's opinion, but you start stacking those up, then I think they get a good indication of what is reality, and then they can make a good decision. And then if they make a good decision, you're fired up for them, and whatever that is. I had guys that have taken that information and gone on. Two good examples last year, and then had guys that have taken that information and stayed. And so I think that's gladly our role in it.
TJ Edwards is likely one of those guys. When you came back here, he was just starting to get into playing linebacker. What, I guess, impressed you most about his ability to take that so quickly? Because he was a quarterback in high school.
Right.
Are there certain skills he just had?
Yeah, I think he's one of the skills. I think he's just really like a football player. There's good football sense, and certainly works. And he's a talented athlete, and so TJ's one that you want to just make sure you give him all the accurate information that you can.
Have you guys done any work on Miami yet? Starting to look at them or not?
I looked at him real quick, just on a plane ride.
Well, you guys are going to be able to hire a 10th assistant pretty soon here. What's kind of your plan for what that role that person will play, or how you kind of divvy up responsibility?
Yeah, working through all that, right? You know, just I've always felt like you want to get, how can you add value to the program? How can you add good people? And that'll drive it all.
Leon got banged up at the end of the last game. Do you have any update on his status, or if he's okay?
Yeah, I think he's good. Saw him this morning. How you doing? Good. Good. You have a good week? Yeah. And just, we're gonna go. We'll go young guys again tomorrow, and then we'll get everyone Sunday. And so I think it was, what was it? We had the bye after the BYU game. So that's 10 weeks. There's a lot of guys probably that are, I know there are, that are banged up.
When you work with quarterbacks as closely as you do you see the need for a quarterback coach ever? I mean, is that one of the things you might be working through?
Absolutely. And I think it's that. It's I feel like we're ahead a little. I know a lot just in talking to some guys. A lot of guys are going, I think I'm going to use the 10th for a special teams. We've got that. So I think you just try to balance. I've loved how it's been working, but you always want to say, okay, how can we get better? How can we use, the resources to help our kids the most? But I think that's certainly that's one thing, and but I think it really goes back like how do you get the best group of people, and then how do you divide and use everyone's strengths?
Alex Hornibrook has taken some criticism from fans this year. Do you think he hears that throughout the season, and how do you think he's kind of handling it?
I think he's been good. Every quarterback I've coached here takes it. I'll never forget asking Scott Tolzien's mom. He was a backup, and I said, "You enjoy the games?" She, "I love these games. They're fun to come to." And then I asked her about 3 games into his junior year, he's starting. I said, "You still having fun at these games?" You go to any when I was with Derek Anderson, and Derek was at Oregon State and was the all-time leading passer, and I know what was being said. So Alex, and I think our guys in general, they know what's happening, and Alex has done a ton of great things, and there are areas that he wants to work on, and he will continue to do that. And no, I don't think that I don't think that he really spends a lot of time on it.
Speaking off top a little bit, you see Riley landed at Oregon State, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to him? Did you know that was coming?
Is it announced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you've been friends with him for a long time. Are you glad to see him land on his feet somewhere, anywhere?
He was always going to land on his feet. Doing what? But it doesn't surprise me that he's coaching, I was with him one year, and he had 3 head job interviews. One was with the BC Lions, and he had been up in Canada, successful up there. One was with the Steelers, and one was with Linfield College, where he first started. And I remember talking to him, he's like, "I don't know which one I really want." So he's a football, he's going to be around football and wants to be. And it's his daughter's living back there, and their 2 grandkids, so it's pretty cool for him.